Good morning, Guardians. The Dollar Buster is here with Zer's words what's the date today? I don't actually know. That's a good start. It's the 21st of August. I should know that because last week was the 14th. And let's face it, guys. Thinking about what Zer's going to have this week, it's going to be nothing compared to what he had last week with his Galahorn. So, guys, if you hadn't already guessed, I'm with the Vanguard, and so is I'm surprised they're actually tolerating him, to be honest, because he's meant to be a bit of a weirdo, even in Destiny lore. Right, so here's and this week he's got some lackluster gear compared to last week. So, beginning off, he has the Eternal Warrior for the Titans, with 72 intellect and 57 discipline. That discipline's a little bit rubbish, if you ask me, but that intellect, not bad for a dual stat piece of gear. And, I'm going to have to, just before people start joining me, because I've had this in the past, with people joining me. So yeah, going back to it. Sorry to break you out of the moment there. Get to replenish health when you pick up an Orb of Light. Fantastic. And it also permanently gives you unstoppable, provided you're wearing this helmet. So you can chuck on another perk whilst you're using that helmet. It's always nice. Maybe you want to use Shoulder Charge. Maybe you want to use Juggernaut. I think they're on the same thing. I'll be completely wrong now. Somebody is going to post it below. I've also got to apologise if you guys can hear a dog barking in the background. He's not barking at the moment, but if you can hear a dog at the moment, please ignore it. I am trying to keep telling him to shut up, and he just won't. Little yappy dog. Really annoying. Moving on, we have Mask of the Third Man with rather lackluster intellect capping at 102, considering this is a level 34 piece of gear. If you don't know what it does, it basically allows your Arcblade Super to use less super energy, so you can use it for a little bit longer than you normally would. Again, this also allows you to replenish your health when you pick up an Orb of Light. And on top of that, it also increases your melee attack speed, which is fantastic when you're using your Arcblades. You can just zoom around, stabbing things with electric energy. Fantastic. Warlocks can pick up the Starfire protocol, which, again, for a level 34 piece of gear, is a little bit lackluster at 134. So if you want one of these and you'd like to try and get one with better stats, I would try the exotic engram on the end, which is also for chest plates. As for what Starfire protocol does, it allows you gain an additional fusion grade, which does not couple with the final perk on the Warlock skill tree, which gives you an additional grenade anyway. So it basically allows you to free up that perk for maybe Angel of Light or the one at the top, which I can't remember. I don't often go into my Sunsinger skill tree all that often, to be perfectly honest with you. But bear in mind, this is only for fusion grenades. It doesn't count towards the solar or the other the Firebolt one. Alright, and if you're a fan of using fusion rifles, that does include the Vex. I will add on that. If you're a fan of using fusion rifles, it also allows you to carry more of ammo for that. That was poor grammar on my part. Weapon this week is Thunderlord, which I love using this in the Abyss with my Titan because I just make orbs galore. Basically, what it does is it fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. So in those 38 bullets, the longer you hold it down, the more accurate it grows and the faster it fires, which is fantastic. But I believe it also has a hidden ability, which it's not quite this ability, but it's the nearest thing to it, and it's Firefly. That's the best way of describing it. So basically, you fire that into a crowd of thrall, going back to the Abyss, and after it doesn't happen instantly, but the longer you fire it, it will eventually sort of like spark out, and it'll just hit like half a dozen of them at once. Watching them combust into electric energy, it's fantastic. So you get a kill with the weapon, increases the reload speed for a short time as well. So that's that. As I've already mentioned, it is chest plates or body armour. Chest plates for the exotic engram. curios this week. We've got auto rifles, we've got pulse rifles, and we have rocket launcher telemetries, which it would have been nice for Zer to sell these last week when he had Galahorn on sale. Well, it's a toss-up between them, really, whether it would have been nice, because, let's face it, we've seen a lot of them floating around Crucible this week. Well, I have, anyway. Don't know if anyone else has. In terms of Sparrow upgrades, we've got the Plasma Drive, and we've got the Emerald Coil, so the blue and the green Sparrow upgrades there. So, guys, that is Zer's words for this week. He is chilling out, maximum relaxing, with the Vanguard this week. So, guys, I have been the Dogbuster. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, which will likely be my weekly reset video on Tuesday.